Hello, this is Raphael Jabba, and this is my latest circuit for my electrical engineering class at GHS. This circuit is more basic than the ones I've done before because there's not many buttons or dials for inputs. Instead, all that is for inputs is just one photoresistor, or all it is just a light sensor. Normally, a resistor would just restrict the voltage of the circuit and passes it off as heat, but this one instead changes the resistance whenever light is applied to it. So it will change depending on how much light. Higher light means lower resistance, and so when it's dark out, there will be much more resistance. This allows me to build a circuit that will turn these LEDs on only when it's dark enough. You can see as I bring my phone closer, the light LEDs will begin to turn off as more light begins to hit the photoresistor. It's not connected directly to the LEDs as the other resistors are, because that would change all the LEDs at the same time. Instead, I have it connected to the analog input 0, and that is reading the value that's provided by the resistor, which I'll use in the code. True. Basically, all this is saying is if this value is over 255 and this value, or the same value, is under 512, then this code will execute. So this is saying that these two LEDs will be full power. This LED will go up and down depending on the lightness value, and this will be off. And this is different for every for if statement. So you can see how it works basically by 3 of them are on, 2 of them are on, 1 of them is on, and now only one has the variable brightness. This makes it so that all the LEDs will turn on and off in a series depending on the brightness that is received by the photoresistor. This makes it so that if there is a bright light going back and forth near it, the closer it is, the bright light, to the circuit, the dimmer all the lights will get, and if it's all the way next to it, the light, all the LEDs will be off. This circuit was a bit hard to simulate in Tinkercad, as it's just 2D, so it's not a full 3D space, so I can't really simulate my phone's flashlight moving over the board. However, I can still change that the value the photoresistor is receiving, so as I drag the slider, you can still see that it works the exact same as it does in real life, with the LEDs turning off in a series. You can also see down on the bottom right the serial monitor values changing as the photoresistor value is being changed with the slider. This was because of this serial print right here, which prints the sensitivity value times the analog read from the yellow wire from the photoresistor. This is also changed. I had to change the sensitivity value because in this situation, normally in real life I don't have the slider, but it provides much higher values than my flashlight on my phone did. So normally this was actually 13. That's what I had to multiply all the values from the photoresistor by 13 in order for my code to work normally, and I had to change it down to 2 for this to also work normally, or at least similarly to how it does in real life. My schematic for this circuit was made in KiCad instead of Tinkercad, because you can't edit the auto-generated one that Tinkercad makes. And KiCad has way more control over the type of stuff you can make and the placement of all your symbols. So you can see right here I have my just 3 or 4 different components. I have my LEDs, my normal resistors, the Arduino board itself, and then the photoresistor right here, which is indicated by these little arrows to show that light is coming in. And you can see that LEDs are going from the output pins 3, 5, 6, and 10, going through the resistors so they don't burn up, going back to ground. And next for the photoresistor, it's just simply 5 volt going directly into it, coming back out. It's going to the analog input and also going to a grounding through the resistor and back into the ground, same place as the LED.